Once you've identified your business structure, the next critical step is to review your original formation documents. If you used LegalZoom, these documents are likely stored in your LegalZoom account. These include your articles of organization for LLCs, articles of incorporation for corporations, operating agreements, bylaws, and any partnership agreements. These documents often contain specific provisions about how to dissolve the business, including requirements for member or shareholder votes, notice periods, and asset distribution. This is your roadmap for internal procedures. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of the dissolution process itself, with a focus on what you'll need to consider even if LegalZoom is part of your plan. Step 1. Internal decisions and votes. For LLCs and corporations, formal internal approval is almost always required. This means holding a meeting of members for LLCs or shareholders and directors for corporations to officially vote on the dissolution. This vote should be properly documented in meeting minutes. Your operating agreement or bylaws will dictate the percentage of votes required for dissolution, often a majority or supermajority. This official internal decision is the cornerstone of your dissolution process. Step 2. State-level dissolution filings. This is where the rubber meets the road. To officially dissolve your business entity with the state where it was formed, you'll need to file articles of dissolution or a similar document. This is a crucial legal step that formally terminates your business's legal existence. LegalZoom can assist with preparing and filing these documents, but you can also do it directly with your state's Secretary of State or equivalent agency. Be aware that most states require you to be in good standing, meaning all annual reports and fees are up to date, before they will process your dissolution. Step 3. Notify creditors and wind down operations. This is perhaps one of the most critical and often overlooked aspects. You have a legal obligation to notify all your creditors of your intent to dissolve. This includes suppliers, lenders, landlords, and anyone else your business owes money to. Provide them with a reasonable time frame to submit their claims. Failure to properly notify creditors can lead to personal liability down the road, even for LLCs and corporations that typically offer limited liability. Alongside notifying creditors, you need to systematically wind down all business operations. This means paying off debts. Prioritize paying off all outstanding debts. If your business has more liabilities than assets, this becomes a more complex process, potentially requiring professional guidance or even bankruptcy proceedings. Collecting receivables. Chase down any money owed to your business. Selling assets. Liquidate any business assets, inventory, equipment, real estate, etc. Terminating contracts. Carefully review and terminate all contracts, including leases, service agreements, and employee contracts. Ensure you meet any notice requirements to avoid breach of contract claims. Closing bank accounts. Once all financial transactions are complete, close all business bank accounts and credit lines. Step 4. Address employees, if applicable. If you have employees, you have specific legal obligations. This includes providing final paychecks, information about COBRA or other health benefits, and issuing W-2 forms. Be aware of any state-specific requirements for final pay or severance. Step 5. Tax obligations, the IRS and state tax authorities. This is a big one. Dissolving your business doesn't dissolve your tax obligations. You'll need to file final federal, state, and local tax returns. For federal taxes, this often involves checking a final return box on your regular tax forms, e.g., Form 1120 for corporations, Form 1065 for partnerships, Schedule C for sole proprietors. You'll also need to cancel your Employer Identification Number, EIN, with the IRS once all final payroll and information returns have been filed. Consult with a tax professional to ensure all your tax bases are covered. They can help you navigate final depreciation, asset sales, and other complex tax implications. Step 6. Distribute remaining assets to owners. Once all debts are paid and tax obligations met, any remaining assets are distributed to the business owners according to their ownership percentages or the terms of your operating agreement or bylaws. This is the final financial step of the dissolution. Step 7. Cancel licenses and permits. Don't forget to cancel any business licenses, permits, and registrations you hold with various government agencies at the local, state, and federal levels. This prevents you from incurring ongoing fees or being held responsible for activities your business is no longer conducting. The LegalZoom angle in practice. Now, how does LegalZoom fit into all of this? LegalZoom offers dissolution services, which primarily help you prepare and file the articles of dissolution with your state. They can simplify the paperwork, much like they did for your initial formation. However, it's crucial to understand that LegalZoom is not a law firm and does not provide legal advice. They cannot advise you on notifying creditors, handling employee terminations, or navigating complex tax issues. If you choose to use LegalZoom for your dissolution, here's how it typically works. You'll select the Dissolve Your Business service on their platform. You'll answer a series of questions about your business type, the state of formation, and the reason for dissolution. LegalZoom will then prepare the necessary articles of dissolution or equivalent form based on your answers and your state's requirements. They will typically file these documents with the appropriate state agency on your behalf. While LegalZoom can handle the filing aspect, remember the other 6 steps we discussed. You are still responsible for the internal votes, notifying creditors, handling taxes, and all the other intricate details that ensure a proper and clean closure. Think of LegalZoom as a convenient service for one piece of the puzzle, not the entire solution. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.